Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Victoria and today we have a really fun pick a card reading. What kind of fairy energies should you be connecting with right now that will help and assist you on your journey? And this is following last week's message from fairies video. So if you haven't seen that, that was an interesting one. I recommend going and watching it. But yeah, today we have these three beautiful groups with amazing crystals. So group one here is with this celestite. Group two with the orange calcite. And group three has this peacock ore. Yeah. So take your time, see which one draws you in the most, and then move on to your part of the video. And guys, if you enjoyed these readings, I'd love it if you let me know in the comments. I really like hearing your experiences with them. And yeah, it really shows me that, we're all in this together and we're all going through our own things. And yeah, this is it's like real. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll give you some time and then I'll see you in your group. Hello, group one. You guys picked Celestite, and the card you got with it is this Dawn to Dusk card, a really beautiful one. So these creatures, or fairies, I guess, are a part of Celtic lore or myth, and I believe they're called Aus Sea, but that is most likely not how you pronounce it. But they're quite an interesting one. Apparently, they're said to be at least as tall as humans or taller. So that's really different from the usual other accounts of other fairies, where they're seen as smaller creatures. These are bigger. And they're said to be very neutral. So always keeping a neutral stance. They don't hate humans and they don't particularly love them. They are neutral towards them. And also another interesting one, and where the naming of the card comes from, Dawn to Dusk, is that the door to their universe or realm that they're from is said to open at dusk and close at dawn. So yeah, we really have here the morning, the night, and the duality there. And being the holder, it's like they're holding neutrality towards humans and other beings. And I really feel like you have been drawn to this group because that is what you must do now. You must transcend, in a way, the duality that you live in and start to be more neutral towards things. This card is said to come out when you are going to go through a transition period. So if you're going through a transition period, it is really important to try to stay neutral towards it, especially if you are feeling more on the negative side during transitions, because a lot of times we can be really scared of change and transition. We can be excited but also really scared, and there's just a lot of emotions there. And the more that we have cords that are, I guess, tying us to expectations and just to these things that we are hoping to see or are scared to see, the more we're kind of ruining our experience, I guess. So it's best to cut cords with whatever situation or person or people, emotion, just cutting cords and trying to stay neutral. And I guess if you would like help to stay neutral, you can connect with these fairies. So yeah, I'm really interested what other cards came through with that. So let's see here. We have the jasmine and the sickle. Yeah, with the jasmine, it's so interesting. So you are someone who might feel like you're growing. You are somewhere where you're really standing out, where you're completely different, and you're just unusual, unnatural. So if you're in a place where everyone is an early bird and wakes up early, goes to bed early, and you're the opposite. You work better in the night, and you love staying up late and waking up late, so you can get enough sleep, obviously. I really feel like that is not a negative to you. Others might see it as a negative because you're different and because they don't understand you and why you are the way that you are. But you yourself feel it in your bones that this is what's best for you. And you should continue following and trusting your intuition. If you strongly feel like you need to be working at night and that's your best time to work, you should continue doing that. You should not allow others to basically to kind of change your mind on the way that you are. Keep being yourself, and you will find who you're supposed to find, I guess. Not who you're supposed to find, but people who share the same either opinions or who are similar to you, because you are not the only one like this. And I'm giving the example of being a night owl, but of course that goes to say with anything that, any way that you're different with. Whatever way you're different with, if it's everything. It could be you're completely different in every single aspect from the people around you. You are not growing in the wrong place. You are growing in the exact right place, and there's a reason you're there. And I feel like these cards are coming through to tell you that, or maybe you already know this, that you are getting out of this. So maybe you're going to move, or you're going to somehow transition to being around other people, being in a place where you will feel the people around you and the scenery around you is more like you, either on the same frequency as you, or people have similar opinions and similar lifestyles. They think in a similar way. I really feel like you will get there, but now is an important transition time where it's ending. This is ending. The situation where you're different is ending. So you need to look back and reflect on how your experience has been. You need to leave behind negativity, trauma, and at the same time, find the gratitude for what you experienced, because everything that we experience teaches us something in some way. So how did the people around you teach you? How did you being different from everyone else teach you? What did it teach you? How did it make you stronger? Look back and try to see it in as positive way as possible, or in a neutral way, actually, since we got this card. Trying to see it in a neutral way. Not having attachments to the past and not having attachments to an expected future. Trying to keep the neutrality and know that this ending, this cycle is ending now. So there will be a start to something new. And hopefully, yes, it will be better. But either way, we don't need to have expectations. What I'm really feeling is that there's hope there. And you know that there's hope. I feel like you're hopeful. You know that better things are coming towards you. But maybe there's still some fear and anxiety there. Like, oh, but what if it doesn't work out? Or what if it's the same stuff all over again? What if the same things keep happening over and over again? That's when you're called to stay neutral, and that's when connecting with this energy will help you immensely to keep that neutrality and not, I guess, get yourself in a situation where you're worried about something that isn't even going to happen. Let's see the tarot here that came through. We have the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Wands. We also have the Eight of Wands. Wow, we have a lot of wands here. That's quite interesting. Oh my god, all of the cards are wands. Group 1, wow. Eight of Wands and Three of Wands. So there is a lot of passion here. I really feel like you are being, a part of you is being like reignited with this ending and with the feeling of a new hope and new things. It really feels like you know that you're going from dawn to from dusk to dawn, I guess, because there's doors opening for you and you see it, you feel it. I really feel like you've struggled a lot. You've struggled and you've fought and you've tried your hardest, and it was not easy. It was not easy at all. But because of all of these experiences, you came out such an amazing and grown person. You would not be this Queen of Wands if you didn't go through what you went through. Now you know your worth. Now you know how unique and beautiful you are. Now you know how strong you are as well, and that you can literally get through anything. And another part that I feel strongly as well is that there's an understanding of your spiritual power, your spiritual abilities as well. I really feel like you manifested this. Whatever is coming, you manifested it, and you know that. And it gives you confidence in your abilities. So I can see that for a lot of you, there will be some kind of movement, so much movement. And for some of you, maybe you're going to completely move somewhere else. Maybe you're going to travel a lot to places that you need to go to, and or you want to go to, you feel like you want to go to. And some of you might move or act in a different way, like start a new project and do, like, maybe not finish it completely, but do a lot of it in a really short amount of time that you wouldn't have thought you would be able to. And with the Three of Wands, I also really feel like really this bright new beginning. Again, you know it. You feel it inside that it's coming, and you're hopeful that it comes and that it's good, that it's as good as you hope that it will be. Again, that's when you should release the attachments, because the more we expect things, the more we're setting ourselves up for disaster, because we're expecting a certain thing. If we don't get that thing, we will be disappointed. Even if it's better, sometimes you'll still be disappointed because you'll be like, oh, but I wasn't expecting that. I was hoping for that. But then if you get the thing that you're expecting, you might be like, oh, couldn't it have been better? Or I don't know, you start to doubt it. There's just nothing good comes from expectations. So it's best to release those expectations. Again, cut the cords, and see the future for what it is. Live in the moment. By living in the moment and being present, you don't have expectations, because you're not thinking about the future and what can happen in the future. You're living in the moment and you are what you are. It's also, I feel like you're being called to hold a certain energy right now, a certain, I guess, neutral energy. This is coming out really strongly, that it's really important for not just you, but for the whole system, for the planet, for all of us, that in this moment you stay neutral. Because if you tip to another direction, it will release the balance. Like right now, you're keeping the balance by staying neutral, or you will be. But yeah, I really feel like your viewpoints and everything will be so much broader. Your mindset, everything will just feel so much broader and brighter. It really feels like looking towards a completely new direction. And with these cards, it really feels like moving, or in some kind of way traveling, some kind of movement, something to do with things from another area of the world. Definitely. So whatever it is, if it's a project, if it's actually moving, if it's meeting someone from far away, that is in the cards for you. Literally. Yeah, let's see what other oracle cards came through here. A new earth. So again, that feeling of something new coming. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Remember that it's coming. You don't have to do anything right now. All you need to do is stay neutral and be patient, and it will just come. You don't have to try to manifest it or anything. No, you just need to stay neutral. Keep faith. Have faith that it will come, that it's coming, and that it's already there. I mean, the future is already here. It's just vibrating faster. So know that you're already there. When you remember that, I don't know, it will change your energy. And we also have Buddha here with increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So again, you know it. I keep saying it from the beginning, but I really feel like you guys just feel it. But maybe you don't fully trust it. Maybe you don't fully trust yourselves. You're like, yeah, I feel it, but what if I'm wrong? And in the past, sometimes I was wrong. And also in the past, the cycles, just kept going. What if I'm wrong and they don't stop or they don't change? So yeah, that could be you right now or in the future or in the past. But know, group number one, that the more you trust, the easier and faster you'll get to this place. The more you trust, the deeper connection you will establish with yourself, with your higher self, and with the fairies, with the Aussie. And yeah, I really feel like there is a strong energy coming through, like a magical energy where you don't need to try to manifest right now. Like for example, some people, try to imagine things and feeling it and everything. You don't have to do that. It's already happening. It's already on the way. You don't need to do those steps because you've already done enough work to get there. You just need to hold the energy that you're in right now. Hold the energy of neutrality and trust. We also have Cosmic Diamond. Oh, exactly. Like I was saying, holding the energy, spreading hope and joy, and illuminating the world. By holding that energy, by holding that neutrality, by knowing that this will come, these good things will come, you just don't just shift yourself. You shift others because you show others that, oh my God, there's someone out there that's like thinking these things, confident about these things, and this is happening to, maybe this can happen to me too. And it really, really changes everything. And like I said, there's something about you guys, especially, your energy needs to be at this level, not just for yourself, but for everything, for the whole network. All of us need you to stay neutral and to, keep spreading your light. We also have this Jokes on You card. This is an interesting one. So this one talks about basically the prankster fairies, I guess. So I really feel like it's here to tell you to have fun, and enjoy. You know, you can be neutral and still have fun. I don't want us to be here and think that, oh, being neutral is just like, you know, the neutral, the emoji, you know, the smiling one, obviously happy, you know, smile. The frowning is the smile upside down. And then neutral, I'm thinking like, oh, it's that one with the straight mouth. But I don't think it is. I don't think you need to be in that kind of, you know, you don't need to be wearing that kind of face to be neutral. You can be neutral and happy and smiling and enjoying. You just need to be neutral towards the situation and to not think of anything as good or bad. And the same way with pranks, jokes, and whatever happens to you that might feel like, oh, is the universe joking around with me, or is like, are fairies playing pranks on me? Don't take it as bad and don't take it as good. Take it as something that happened and happened for a reason, and look for the reason. That's neutrality. Not thinking that something is good or bad, that it's neutral, that it just is. It is because it is. It isn't good because this, or bad because of this and this and this. It is. It just is. That's why there's no reason to blame anyone, yourself or others. There's no reason to even particularly, although it's nice to praise people, technically there's no reason to, because, you know, it just is. It is. Everything is. I mean, everything is happening because it's happening. So staying neutral no matter what happens to you. I feel like that's really your test. I don't know, especially with this card coming through, it really feels like this is your test from yourself and from the universe to you. Can you stay neutral now? And can you keep this faith and hope that these things are coming, but still not be attached, especially negatively? And the last card I have for you here, group 1, is Spring Song. Now is the time to start your life development plan. If you're not sure, just ask the angels for guidance. The angels or the fairies. Yeah, really interesting that it came out here. So if you are thinking about things and, you know, confused and not sure about what exactly to do or what is going to happen, why not ask? Why not ask the universe, the fairies, the angels, whoever you want to ask and see what answer you receive. And again, don't have expectations of the answer. Don't expect like, oh, it will come in this way or it will be this. Just ask, put the question out, and then detach. Release, that's it. And then just go about your day like nothing happened. And when it comes, you will know. You'll know that that's your answer and you'll know what to do. So yeah. Group 1, I hope this was helpful in some kind of way to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. If you are interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below in the description. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I hope I see you in one of my next videos. Bye! Hello, group 2. You guys picked the orange calcite, and the card you got with it is North, South, East, and West. So these are supposed to be the dwarves from Norse mythology, the ones who hold the North, South, East, and West. And it said without them, the sky would surely fall. And this card really talks about direction and feeling like you might not know what direction you're heading. Maybe you have absolutely no idea where your life is going, any part of your life. Or maybe it's just one small part that you're sometimes wondering, am I on the right path? Or, you know, am I actually growing? Or are things going to work out? No matter your question, and the magnitude of it, it is these dwarves that you can call on to help and assist you in finding your direction. It is this energy that you can connect with to reconnect you to the north and the south and the east and the west, to reconnect you to your own north. Um, Speaking of north, like north node in astrology is the part that can tell you a big reason why you came here and what you came here to work on. So, depending on what sign your north node is, it's telling you what you've done in your previous lives and what you need to work on now. So, that one is an interesting one. If you guys know what time you were born at, you can go check yours out because you might find that it actually really resonates with you. And at least know that mine does with me. Also, another thing that I feel strongly is connecting to the planet and to the directions. And you know, when we think about directions, a lot of times when we travel and stuff, we use Google Maps now, and that's it. Yes, life is so much easier with Google Maps. I love Google Maps. I could not go anywhere without it. But there's something about traveling and just walking and knowing what direction you're going without a compass or without anything, just by looking at the sky or looking at certain parts. Like I think like moss grows only on the where the north is. Oh, I could be wrong, but you know, that's why this is for you guys to learn and to look into. Maybe me too after this. But yeah, it's really about connecting to the earth and connecting in this kind of way, because part of why you feel directionless or like you don't know what direction to go in, or like you don't know what direction at all you're going in, is because you also don't know anything about the place you're in, or where you even go. Like in your city or town, do you know when you look at a certain like wall in your room, let's say, do you know if that wall is pointing towards the north or the south? Ask yourself. I mean, maybe you know, but if you don't, then that really shows you that you don't even have an understanding of where you are right now. So why would you have an understanding of where you're going? That I hope that didn't come off too mean sounding. But I think it's really important to ground yourself more and start understanding the just the planet and even the day and night cycles, like why exactly everything happens. Like I guess it like go back to school. All of us need to go back to first or second grade. Speaking of that, my cousin, who's a second grader, was telling us that she thinks north is up, like literally up in the sky. She kept telling us, "Oh, north is up there." So, you know, children have their own perception of, obviously, of north, south, east, and west. Let's see what other cards came through for you guys. We have the Lily of the Valley and the Lavender. So, interesting. With the Lily of the Valley, I can see that you need to look deeper into some things. Again, looking deeper even into where you're living right now in your life right now. And the place you're in right now. Getting to know that place before trying to move away, for example. There are definitely things that you need to look into that you might be presented with that might look very appealing, but are actually not that good for you or not that good for anyone. And things that might not look that appealing might actually be perfect for you. So looking deeper into things right now, it's definitely your time to do that. And connecting with this energy will help and allow you to look deeper, to ground yourself more, to look into things and really feel into whether this is really good for you or whether it's not, or whether this is your north or your south. Because your south, you've been there already. You need to go to the north. And with picking, if you really need to decide now what to do with your life, that's when you need to do a lot of research and not just jump into something just because you think it looks nice. Do more research, look deeper into things. Now is not a time to rush, I think, especially here with the lavender. It's a time to be more at peace and more relaxed. And again, reconnecting with the planet and where you are right now will help you be more present, more grounded, and more relaxed and tuned in for the future. Also, another part of the lavender is taking care of your body, taking care of your body's needs, making sure that, you know, you're not just picking your food in a way of, oh, that looks cute, or this has a nice package, or this says healthy on it. That must mean it's healthy. You know, you need to look deeper into things. Even things like this. What are you putting into your body? What are the ingredients in the thing that you're buying? And even deeper, like why do people say this is bad? Why do people say that is bad? And looking into it, actually doing research. Because if you're just taking someone's word for it, I mean, yeah, sometimes it can work out. Or if you're just trusting that, oh, I've eaten this my whole life, it must be fine. It's not always fine. So really looking deeper into studies and things is going to be really important for you. And it will help you a lot. So let's see the tarot as well. We have the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups with the Fool. Oh my, interesting. So with the Fool here, I see we're getting ready for a new start, that's for sure. I mean, getting ready to find our north. Definitely, you're getting ready to find your true north and to start walking that way. I feel like all you need to do, group 2, is focus on happiness. Focus on your own happiness. And I want you to even think about it. What does happiness mean to you? What does being happy mean to you? What does being in good health mean to you? And look at your body and see if it's showing you any signs of not really great health. There's people who are in their 20s and they feel like they're fine, but you know, they might have like dandruff, acne, or some kind of other small problems, or like a really strong body odor. These are signs of your body telling you that something is not right, but a lot of times people in that age, they just ignore it. And not just people of that age, people of any age. I don't think anyone likes dealing with health problems, except I guess the people who are, have that obsession with going to the doctor. But yeah, I really feel like you need to reestablish what is really good in your book, in your life, in your world. Because I can see that this is part of your growth. You're supposed to grow now. You're supposed to be more present. You're supposed to be more still and more connected. Connected again with the planet, with yourself, with your own body. Connect with your own body. Connect with the planet. Connect with the north, south, east, and west. You know, connect with the place that you're in, with the nature around you. And I really feel like there are things that you will learn. There's so many things that you're gonna learn. I really feel like like you're one of these little guys here, and you have so much to take, like so much knowledge to be given now. It's there, and it's there to be taken. You just need to go out there and take it. It's like we all have the internet. We don't have to go and look for books in a library to get information. We can just type a few things online, and then there's the answers. There's so many then there's another problem, that there's many answers to one question, and that is when you look deeper into things, you think deeper about it, and maybe you ask yourself, like your inner self, your true self, your higher self, what is true for you? And not just what is convenient for you, like, oh, this article says that chocolate is bad, this article says that chocolate is good, but when I eat chocolate, it's like yummy. So, I'm gonna go with chocolate is good. you know? Um, it's try to be objective and really, really tune into what your body and what signs you're being given as well. But it's a balancing act with you, because there's research, but then there's also what do I really feel is true. So it's finding that balance there between those. And again, tapping deeper into your intuition, connecting more with your higher self as well as the spirits around you. I really feel like it will help you find your way, because you're most likely confused right now about something. And I see, we don't have the Fool here. You will realize what the way is. You just need to connect deeper. Your heart needs to connect. And I feel like part of what you need to research is how to connect. Or not exactly research it, but by researching things and then trying to see what is the truth for you. Like, which article is the truth, your truth? And what thing is your truth? That's, in a way, an exercise of connecting with your intuition and yourself. And the stronger that becomes, the more guided you will be, and well, you'll be able to go where you need to go. It really feels like I don't know, the Fool, I don't know if he knows where is north, south, east, west. He just feels it. He doesn't exactly know it, but he feels it in himself. And he knows where he needs to go. And he knows that the place that he goes to is where he needs to go. So there's a lot of like realizations that you need to go through group 2. We have cracked open here. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So, again, an interesting one. It feels like you need to be so lost, so confused to finally find your way and your path. And it really, like I was saying before, without these dwarves, maybe the whole sky would collapse. That's what they thought. It feels like your sky is collapsing. Your life feels like it's collapsing or will be like this. And that's when you find the truth. That's when you find the connection to the inside, a stronger and deeper connection. And that's when you will know exactly where your path is. And part of the answer is, group 2, that your path is where your happiness is. But right now, I don't think you fully know where your happiness is. You don't understand happiness. Like I was saying with the chocolate, I feel like you're more tempted by things, or allowing yourself to think of happiness as something that's just, I don't know, like a chemical reaction in your brain that's kind of lying to you. Because I think chocolate has some part in it that's similar to a drug. So just like with drugs, you might think that you're happy, but then are you? Or is it just the drugs making you momentarily feel like you're happy and then ruining other parts of your life? Not saying anyone here should quit chocolate, by the way. I feel like it's just a really easy example for me to give. What's right for you is what's right for you. That's what I'm gonna say. And we also have Saint Germain here. Karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. Again, this is your time to make room for good energy. This is your time to make room for this brand new start, this brand new path for yourself. And it's by releasing the old, by becoming, by getting so low that you just can't go lower and you have to go up. You're in that part of the cycle where it really feels like you're reaching the low soon, or you've reached it. And now is when it's your perfect time to connect deeper, and it's your perfect time to release all of this in your best way of releasing. Maybe you release really easily by crying everything out, and that's your way of releasing. Maybe you're a talker. Maybe you allow nature to help you by walking around and stuff. Or maybe you do art or something like that. But you need to release, and again, recognizing what is really happiness to you. Recognizing the cycles in your life. Recognizing what is fun to you. And if drama things are fun to you, then, again, it's looking at that again and asking yourself, why am I finding such drama fun? Maybe I should reconsider what I'm watching, listening to, reading, because maybe it's not actually affecting my life positively. We also have soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness, do what makes you feel good. Again, about that happiness. Finding what truly makes you feel good. Maybe experimenting a little bit, researching, trying things out. And again, looking deeper into things. Some things, they might seem really fun. Like, I don't know, being famous seems really fun. You get all this money, this fame, blah, blah, blah. But then actually famous people are some of the least happy people. So it's not all that great, is it? So find what makes you happy. And again, the North Node is so important. It shows you what will kind of bring you happiness as well. Maybe it's a good example if I use mine. I have a North Node in Libra, which means that my South Node is in Aries. And for everyone who has no idea what that means, it means that in the past, I've done a lot of work by myself and persevering by myself, but now I need to work with others. And this really played out very well in my life, where when I was trying to make projects by myself and do things completely by myself, things were not working out so great. And I was not that happy. But when I was working in groups and with other people, or like even making these videos for you guys, working with these energies, with these beings, and working with you, and especially personal readings, working with you all, it feels different, because I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be working with people, helping people. So yeah, finding your North Node, finding your North, and realizing what truly makes you happy, and what, we were all designed in a particular way. That's why there's astrology. That's our design, part of our design. And that's why I was designed this way for a particular reason, so I can do what I'm doing. And you're designed in your own way for a particular reason, so that you can do something else. So again, finding that is what's important. We also have Dream on here. So this is Queen Mab, and she was the fairy queen before Titania, is what the story was, I think. And the queen of the little fairies, mischievous little fairies. She is said to go into your dreams and send you signs and messages through them. So now is a good time to pay attention to that. Start a dream journal, or record your dreams on a voice recorder, for example, and see the meanings of them. And again, looking deep into it. If you feel like it, go online and look up, what does this mean? What does it mean if I dream about this? Again, you'll get a lot of answers, but your intuition will tell you what the right answer is to you and for you. So looking into that and seeing what messages you're being sent in your dreams is going to be super important right now for you. Group 2, and the last card I have for you is the Apple Blossom Fairy. Believe in your many strengths and follow the pathway that benefits you. Again, the pathway that benefits you, the pathway that you find the most happiness in, and the pathway that, you know, you feel is the best for you right now. Because group 2, there's no wrong pathway. There's no bad pathway. And whatever you do, you will learn something. You'll have some kind of interesting experience. So don't be scared. Just follow your heart and trust. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope, this was some helpful and insightful. If it was, let me know in the comments what you thought about all of this. If you were feeling in this kind of way or not at all, I'm also interested to hear if you weren't feeling any of this. That would be fun. Interesting. Yeah, fun, interesting. We're looking for fun here, happiness with you guys. So yeah, if you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below in the description. Anyway, I hope you have a great day and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, group 3. You guys picked the Peacock or Chauko Pirate, and the card you got with it is backwards is forward. So look at this interesting spirit or fairy. This is a Brazilian one, and I think it's called Curupira, but I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Let's be honest here. I am definitely not Brazilian. So this one is an interesting one. Backwards is forward. So this spirit would deceive poachers with its backwards feet and lure them away from innocent animals. So that is quite interesting, right? Feeling like you're going backwards, but you're actually going forward, or feeling like you're going forward, but you're actually going backwards. So if you guys are in a place where you feel like you're not really moving forward and you're a bit confused, you might feel like you're going backwards or just stagnant. This is really a good spirit to connect with, to show you and teach you that even if you feel like you're stagnating or going backwards, you're actually still going forwards. A lot of times people feel like they're just they're not progressing, but the truth is that you're actually still progressing. You just don't feel it because there's either no big change or because you're not seeing the picture in like a high enough perspective. It's like you're stuck only looking at this small spot and you feel like, oh, what's happening? It doesn't look like it's going up or down. But actually, it is slowly going up. You just don't see it. And that is really, I guess, what you're here to experience and to learn. I also feel like there's something about being protected as well. Being protected by something or someone that you might feel is a threat to you, but actually they're protecting you. And in that way, it can even be about spirits and fairies. You might feel like they can be negative, or they can affect you negatively or set you back, but actually they're helping you. And connecting with them will help you and will help you progress. So not being scared and knowing that you're on the right path. And again, even if it feels like you have to go back, like if you have to look towards the past, Don't be scared to look there. Don't be scared to go back there, or to literally travel somewhere and go back to see it, to see the past, because you'll find something that will help you progress and move forward into the future, into the new. So for you right now, going backwards is the way to go, is the way that helps you literally go forward. As crazy as that can sound. The other two cards I have for you here are so interesting because you got both cards that have hands on them, and it's the same hand, actually, the right or left, however you want to take it. Yeah, it's so interesting. The bracken here is a lot about not standing out, and taking a step back, especially from the internet, from social media, from the news, from anything that you know you feel like you've had too much of. Taking a step back from that and not being scared to be invisible, not being scared to not tell someone how you're doing or where you're going, or why you're even doing something. People don't need to constantly know where you are in the world, what you're doing, where you are on your journey. You don't need to share that with anyone. I feel like it's for you. It's personal for you, and you need to go through this on your own. So not sharing everything with others is going to be important. And I feel like you kind of know it already. And maybe if you liked sharing a lot before, maybe you're feeling like you might not want to share that as much anymore. Another thing that I'm feeling here is something about connecting with nature in a way of literally going out and touching nature, touching trees, touching plants, hopefully not ones that will, hurt you in any way. But yeah, I'm sure you guys have enough common sense to not touch things that, like nettle, for example. Uh, yeah, so touching and connecting, and maybe for some of you that's gonna be the going back. It feels like going back to the way that things were, or to how you were in the past, or to where you were. It will be different for everyone. So whichever word stands out to you, or wherever you're led, to whatever you're led, trust those instincts. But there's something special there for you. There's something special, and especially when you're alone. When you're alone, and in the time that you might even be scared the most. Like you might be scared to go back, to go backwards, and to feel that, to touch the way that you were before. But don't be scared, because it will show you your progress. It will show you how much you've done, how far you've come. So that opportunity is so personal for you. That's why it's important to go through it alone. It's important to not share it with many or with anyone. You will know who you should share with and who you shouldn't. And you'll know if you shared and you shouldn't have. Yeah, it really feels like trusting and actually going back is going to, in whatever way you feel drawn to going back, and is going to open an opportunity for you that won't open otherwise. Let's see what tarot cards came through for you. 7 of Swords. So for some of you, it might literally be that there's people out there who might take what is yours or what is for you, especially if you tell them about it. Or they're somehow taking your energy, or somehow taking the good energy from you, or from your manifestation. I really feel that. Like, that's why you should not be sharing so much. You need to share less. You need to stop sharing so much. Stop posting so much. Stop If you are posting, of course, stop posting so much. Stop posting at all. Because the posts that you're making are not helping you. You need to go back and allow yourself to stay away from people like this so that you can grow, and you can grow. Some of you will even be growing like your fortune or literally your wealth in some kind of way. And or you will feel the growth in your finances in some kind of way. That's what will start growing first. That will really show you that, oh wait, I'm not going backwards, I'm actually going forward. Look what happened. Like, I got all this money, or I got this thing, or whatever. So yeah, trying to really stay away from people who are jealous, who don't have what's best in mind for you, who might be acting like they love you or they agree with you or whatever, but they actually don't. I really feel like you have negative people around you, people who just you shouldn't be talking to. And it would benefit you to be more independent from them if you are in some way dependent. We also have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. These are some interesting ones. So, like, with the Ace of Swords, I feel a certain, again, independence, freedom of mind. Definitely a new start. As I was saying with the Elder, you will find something. You will unlock a door that's perfect for you because you're trusting and you're actually looking back. By looking back, you will find your strength. It's like, I feel like there was some kind of movie or story or something of a character going back and seeing how he was, realizing, maybe I'm making this up, but realizing that what his strengths were and how he can really set himself free, because he could see the cycles he was in. He could see what was happening. He could see why it was happening. So because of that, he found a way to really reclaim his power and completely balance himself. Also, in your group, I'm feeling the energy of making sure that you are at one with yourself in the way of being coherent with what you think, what you feel, and what you do. So I've heard of this like heart coherence thing where you might think of, I love sleeping, for example. This is one example, personal example here. I said to myself, I love sleeping. Yes, my mind agrees. I love sleeping. My feelings, they agree. I do love sleeping. But my body was like, wait, I love sleeping, but you're not giving me enough sleep. It would be nice to sleep more. And I was like, oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought I was sleeping enough. But being coherent in that way, and asking every single part of yourself if you are on the same page. So, are you on the same page with everything that you're doing, thinking, feeling? Most likely not. Most of us are not in most ways. So, thinking about that and finding the coherence within you. And with the Two of Swords here, I really feel like you're a bit confused right now. You're very confused, maybe, some of you, because of this, feeling like you're going backwards or stagnating. But you need to take off this blindfold and see the truth for what it is. And how you'll do it is by reclaiming this power, by going back to the way that you were. I think right now you went on a path that was not really, not that it's not for you, but maybe in a way some of you were going back. And now you need to go even more back. Because, okay, I'm gonna try to explain this. Like, you went forward, then you moved back to how you were, but you're still moving forward, because we're always moving forward. You just are moving forward as the person you were in the past. So you're moving kind of maybe at an axis, or I don't know, at an angle. Um, but now you need to go back to that way that you were before that, because that was the right way. That was the right way for you. And reclaim all of this power of yours, and shift your way of thinking as well, so that you can properly move forward and see that you are actually growing. See how much you've grown. I really feel like, I hope you understood what I was trying to say here. What you kind of went back and then you went forward and then you went back again. You did all of this so that you can see it. Because in a way you weren't seeing it, so you did it, but now it's time to see it. And by seeing it, you see it, you acknowledge it, and it's when you have your power again, because not having your power is not seeing and not understanding. But understanding and seeing is being in power of yourself. So it's finally time for you to see that, and to see the options that you have in front of you, and to find the one that most benefits you. We also have here, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. So again, it really feels like going back, going forward, experiencing some really low lows here with the Seven of Swords, and maybe some pretty high highs with the King of Pentacles. And in a way, still being confused about, am I going forward, am I not? The answer, group 3, is that you're always going forward, and that you're always, on your journey. It's just that sometimes, I guess, you're having different experiences, like in a different frequency. Not that they're good or bad, but it's just like one experience is like in 400 hertz and the other one is in 800, whatever that would mean to you. So experiencing all this and going back to re-experience the things from the past and seeing all of them, seeing why these extremes were there, I think this is going to be really important. And not being scared to go through that as well. We have Paul the Venetian here. Experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So if you're in lack of inspiration, and definitely you will be receiving more of that again. And I think part of it is really finding this Ace of Swords. You really need to be coherent, find your power, and go back to the powerful person you were before. I don't know when this before was, but it was. You were like this. You were more confident at one point, or you were more something at some point. Whatever you're looking for, I guess. Maybe you were already overall in a better place at one point before. So it's about finding that and finding your way back to it. And when you do receive all of this, it's putting your energy and your light into that. So not hiding anymore, not being invisible, starting to be visible when you have reclaimed your power again, because right now you're a bit lost. So the more you're posting and stuff, the more other people can see that you're lost. Not gonna lie, some people who aren't lost are probably looking at you and thinking, this person is really lost and confused. What are they doing? But that's why you need to go through all of this, so that you can get back to the way that you want to go. We also have refreshing oasis. Nurture yourself and gather your strength. So we don't have to rush through this. You're not supposed to rush. You're not supposed to feel bad that any of this is happening as well. No rushing, no feeling bad, just being gentle with yourself. I think that's a part that you're probably missing a lot, is being gentle with yourself and taking care of yourself. Maybe that's why fears are coming up. That's why that could even be why you're posting things, or just engaging in some way with things online. But you really need to regather your strengths and get off of everything online, get off of the news, just get off of all of that so that you can really, really, I don't know if I can find a better word than wording than gather your strength. It really feels like you need to recharge your battery because you've been wasting your not wasting, I don't want to sound like that. Not wasting, but using your energy on something that it's taking you forward, but maybe not in the direction exactly that you are supposed to go in, or that's best for you, or that's perfect for you. We also have follow your shining star. Follow your instincts and then be resolute in what you're doing. Know that you're supported by angels and fairies. Yeah, follow these instincts now that you will receive, this intuition, this guidance. Try to follow your guidance as much as possible. It really feels like you are feeling lost because you somehow disconnected yourself. And I think, part of how you disconnected is because of this issue here with the Seven of Swords, whoever is, stealing something from you. And, we're not blaming these beings, people, whatever is causing you this. We're not blaming that, but we're acknowledging that that's part of the reason. But it's happening for a reason as well. You need to realize what that reason is. You need to trust and listen. Listen. You need to listen, because right now you're either half listening or not listening. And that's probably why things are feeling like they're too stagnant. Trust. Just trust, group 3, It's not as easy as it sounds, I know, but you can do it. Fairy in the magic bubble. Look into the magic bubble and see the wonders of love and empowerment that await you. Know that so many good things are coming to you and will come to you. So many good things are already there for you. And you are such a powerful being. Don't diminish your power for someone else or for something else, or because you feel like you don't deserve it. Own it. And don't feel like you need to spread your word to people, especially online. You don't need to do that. I don't know why, but I feel that's really coming through. You don't need to show that you are supporting a certain thing or that you are thinking a certain thing to other people. You don't need to prove anything to others. That's what I'm trying to say. Finally, it came through. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. All you need to do is accept yourself and, I guess, prove it to yourself in a way. But really accept yourself and find your path. Don't be scared. Anyway, group 3, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope it was in some way helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments if any of this resonated. I'm really curious. And I just hope you guys have a great day and a great time with all of this. And I'm wishing you so much luck, honestly, because I don't know if you believe in yourself, but I believe in you. I mean, you're here for a reason. You're watching this for a reason. You got to this point for a reason. So you can do it. If you're interested in a personal reading, by the way, details of how you can contact me are down below. Anyway, I hope you have a great day and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!